And now, Brad Sherwood with sports.
Hello everyone. The Padres clipped the Braves last night in the 10th inning. The same two back at it tonight at the TED. Let's take you out to the ATL where the Padres were leading 3-2 in the 7th and adding to it. Ryan Ludwig singles in a run. Later in the frame, Jorge Cantu knocks in another run for San Diego. It's a 5-3 Padres lead in the 9th when Chipper Jones starts a bit of a rally. He knocks in Jordan Schaefer to make it a one-run game, 5-4. Last chance for Atlanta. Brian McCann, though, flies out, and that will end it. The Padres beat the Braves for the second straight night. 5-4 is the final. The Chipola baseball team won its opener at the Junior College National Tournament Sunday. The Indians looking to stay in the winner's bracket this evening against Navarro College of Texas, but the Indians have fallen behind in this one. Navarro leads 3-1 in the 6th inning. If Chipola falls, the Indians will face Iowa Western tomorrow at 3 o'clock. The winner of this game, though, gets Central Arizona at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. The Auburn football team continues to rack up the recruits. The Tigers have picked up their third commitment in the last 4 days. Miami receiver Ricardo Lewis says he'll play for the Tigers next season. He's a 6'2", 205-pound speedster. In addition, defensive lineman Darius Philon also chose Auburn. So did offensive lineman Shane Callahan. That makes 8 commitments so far in Auburn's class of 2012. Well, after 13 years, this is my final broadcast here at WTVY. It's been a pleasure working here, and I feel lucky to have had the opportunity to cover all of the exceptional teams and athletes from this area. So I decided I would end my final show with a look at my top 5 favorite assignments from over the years. Number 5 happened just a couple of weeks ago. The Dothan girls softball team brought home the Class 6A state championship. It's the first softball title in the history of the school. It was also the only city team to win a state title in one of the 5 major sports since I arrived here in 1998. Number 4 has to go to the Rebels up in Skipperville. GW Long's Earl Miller had a powerhouse going for more than a decade. The Rebels won 6 state titles in 8 years before I got here. Then they fired off 5 more titles in a row and added another in 2005. My third favorite story is actually dozens of stories. They were the Challenge the Sports Guys features Kelly O'Donnell and I got to do. It was so much fun trying new sports and games and meeting so many interesting people. The Troy football team steals the number 2 spot. The 2006 edition of the Trojans picked up the school's first ever bowl victory. The Trojans got 5 touchdowns from quarterback Omar Hagabook en route to the 41-17 win at the New Orleans Bowl. And there's a tie at the top of my favorites list, and that was covering the last 2 BCS National Championship games. Alabama, of course, brought home the title in January of 2010, beating Texas at the Rose Bowl. And then this past January, Auburn claimed the Crystal football in Glendale, Arizona by beating Oregon with a last-second field goal. I'm a lucky guy. It's been a lot of fun.
It has been. All right. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a few minutes. Okay. Right? Connor has one final check on your forecast in just a moment.
That's right. And we take a look back at the career of sports director Brad Sherwood through our eyes.